Now, President Mohamed Morsi has called on Egyptians to put aside their differences and vote on the draft constitution. The referendum will be held in 2 weeks' time. The proposal and a decree effectively placing the president above the law has divided the country. The anti-government camp has refused to budge from its protest site in Tahrir Square, while thousands of Morsi supporters gathered in the capital on Saturday. But with judges in the country on strike, it's unclear who will supervise the referendum.
The president made the announcement on Saturday evening, one day after the Constituent Assembly rushed to approve the document. Morsi called on all Egyptians to take part in the referendum, whether or not they agree with the draft. Morsi's opponents, including liberals and secularists, are criticising the hasty approval of the draft constitution by the Islamist-dominated assembly. The country may face another wave of turmoil if the Constitutional Court orders dissolution of the Constituent Assembly.
Members of the Muslim Brotherhood, which supports Morsi, rallied near the University of Cairo. These pictures are from Saturday. Mr. Morsi met with some of the people who drafted the Constitution. It is being published in government newspapers today. People getting a look at it.
It's been a bewildering 10 days for President Morsi. First, he helped to mediate the Gaza-Israel ceasefire. A day later, he gave himself sweeping new powers, provoking the current round of protests. Now there's a new draft constitution. Tonight, the president announced a referendum on it in 2 weeks' time, urging Egyptians to work together to build the country's future.
This was President Morsi's day. Tens of thousands of his Muslim Brotherhood and other Islamist supporters packed the streets outside Cairo University, looking more like a political rally than a protest. They needed to show up in big numbers to slow the opposition's momentum and did not disappoint. I think the numbers you see today show the true legitimacy is with President Morsi, he said. They applauded Morsi's controversial decree giving him near absolute power, as well as a draft constitution which human rights experts warn could seriously limit freedoms of speech, religion, and women's rights.
I've made the decision today to invite the people of Egypt to take part in a referendum on the new constitution on December 15th.
The opposition dismissed the decision. On Tahrir Square, anti-Morsi protesters raised their shoes in defiance. They say the new draft constitution was hijacked by the Muslim Brotherhood.
This new constitution is incomplete. It's a political constitution tailored to a particular group. It wasn't written in the interest of the people.
Morsi betrayed the people, Tahrir Square and the revolutionaries. He stole power for the Muslim Brotherhood.
Nobel Peace Prize winner and opposition figure Mohamed El-Baradei tweeted that the constitution undermined basic freedoms and violated universal rights. In a sign the country is growing more divided, anger gave way to celebrations across the river, with Morsi supporters chanting and dancing.
President Morsi is essentially making a political gamble. He's betting that a majority of Egyptians will vote for this constitution. If he's right, then he will be able to tighten his grip on power. But if he's wrong, if at this referendum Egyptians reject this proposed constitution, then they're also implicitly rejecting Mr. Morsi's Islamist vision for Egypt.